second dead ball doubleheader today. The 1906 Chicago Cubs, they are back on the field, and they are taking on the 1905 New York Giants. So hopefully the Giants can get things turned around, but the Cubs would really like to start to make their own run as well. They're at 4-4. Giants are 1-5. And let's get things going. Cubs are up first. On the mound for the Giants, Red Ames. Let me move one thing around here, because as you can tell, I have changed things up a little bit, but hang that straight, that'll work. All right, here we go. Let's get things started. Put that there. Yeah, that's there. Okay, cool. Here we go. Let's get things going. Johnny Evers leading off. Red Ames on the mound. That is a 3-2 ground ball to first. Dan McGann handles that easily. Gets it to Sammy Strang covering. 3-4, 1 out. Frank Chance, first baseman, 2-7, and he's got a single. Harry Steinfeld, 3-7. That'll be a single for Steinfeld. Chance rounding second, headed for third, 1-17. He's in there. Man at the corners, 1 out for Red Ames. Cubs looking to go up early. Jerry, welcome back. Glad you could make it for round 2 today. Schulte, 2-2. Hard grounder to first. McGann gets it to Bill Dolan, makes the turn, hits Strang covering first. They double up on Steinfeld, and Ames gets out of the inning. 4-6-3. No, 3-6-4. Got to do it right. One moment. That a 3-6-4. All righty, there we go. So we'll go to the bottom of the first. Yes, go Giants. I'm pulling for the Giants in this one. I really am. I want to see 1905 do this because I know what a good team they are. And 1-5 is not a good place for them to be. Oh, so on the hill for the Cubs, Mr. Jack Taylor, Mike Donlin is going to be leading off for the Giants. 3-7, and he leads off with a single. Next up, Art Devlin, third baseman. 4-3, catcher's card X. A 6. And it's a blooper down the first base line. Donlin's going to make it to second. Kling gets it to Frank Chance. Out number 1. Donlin is on second base. Sam Mertz, left fielder, comes up. 1-8, and it's a long fly ball. Back goes Jimmy Sheckard. He watches this one go over the wall. Home run, Sam Mertz. Giants are up 2-0 early. 2-run dinger. Scores Donlin. They tag Jack Taylor for some early runs. All righty, here we go. 1 out, right fielder George Brown. 4-5. Brown draws a walk. Is Turkey an official nickname? If so, I will start using it. Especially Giants. I love these Giants, man. I really do, Jerry. I love them. Larry, how's it going? OH. All righty. Dan McGann. Here we go. 3-5. Fly ball to center field. Back goes Jimmy Slagle. He's underneath it. He makes the catch. So it's going to be 2 outs. Bottom of the first. Giants are up 2. Roger Bresnahan. 1-4. Pops it up behind third. Right there is Harry Steinfeld, makes the play, ends the inning. But Giants do put 2 on the scoreboard. So we go to the top of the second. Score is 2-0. Okay, let me make that change on the card. Turkey. Thank you, Jerry. I love the nicknames. All righty. That about right there. Left fielder Jimmy Sheckard is going to be leading off the inning. Top of the second, Red Ames on the hill for the Giants. 3-3, hard grounder hit to second. Sammy Strang comes up with it over to Dan McGann, out number 1. Johnny Kling, catcher, 6th in the order. The pitch from Ames, 6-9. Fly ball to right field. George Brown comes in, gets underneath it. Makes the catch. That is 2 outs. Jimmy Slagle, center fielder. 1-12. Hits a hard grounder to third. Art Devlin's all over it. Gets it to McGann for out number 3. He's a little hobbled on that play. However, that's close enough. We're going to call leave him in. So Slagle is all right. He walks it off. All right. So let us go ahead and go to the bottom of the second. Yep. Get the cards right. All righty. I was busy doing this and doing a couple of other things. Larry, how did the game go? I have not heard. All righty. Sammy Strang, second baseman, leading off. Oh, top of the 10th. Jerry Ball has got a game going. St. Louis Browns of 1922, 3. 1922 Giants, 3. Extra innings for Jerry Ball. Awesome. He had started this at the end of the last doubleheader I did, so it'll be neat. Yeah. Oh, wow. 48-3, Larry. Really? Wow. Thank you. Feeling much better. Sammy Strang leading off bottom of the second. 5-11, fly ball to left field. That's going to be Jimmy Sheckard going back. It's an X. He is a 1 with a 7. Gets underneath that and makes the play. 1 down. Bill Dolan, shortstop, 8th in the order, 3-6, and he gets a single off Taylor. So that's going to bring us to Red Ames. He's going to lay down the bunt with 1 out, 3, and he's going to beat that bunt out. Men at first and second, 1 away. Going to bring us to leadoff batter, Mike Turkey Donlin. See, there it is, Jerry, right there. Mike Turkey Donlin. 3-5, and that's going to be a triple. Clear the bases. 2 more runs for the Giants. This is a little bit more like the 1905 Giants I've come to know over the years. Mike Donlin, base clearing triple, 4-0 New York. Jack Taylor is getting tagged. 1 out. Art Devlin, third baseman. 6-9. Line out hard to short. Looks like Tinker is there all over it. That'll be 2 away. Bring us to Sam Mertz, who homered his last time up. Drove in himself and Mike Donlin. Yes, I love the bunt. Strategy. That's what it is all about. 1-8-9. That's going to be a double for Mertz. That'll bring Donlin home. And it's a 5-run lead for the Giants. 2 outs. Bottom of the second. George Brown, right fielder, rolls a 2-2. Hard grounder, hit the third. Harry Steinfeld gets it over to Frank Chance. That is out number 3. Guys are distracting me with good Buckeye news and awesome baseball games out there on the West Coast somewhere, so I need to concentrate. We go to the top of the third. Score is 5-0. New York Giants. They're coming out, and I think they really want to win this baseball game, gentlemen. I really do. I don't understand it. I mean, it's not like they're only 1-5 and got something to prove. It's hard to tell. You guys can go there. All right, here we go. Joey Tinker, 8th in the order, leading off. 3-7, hard grounder hit to third. Art Devlin comes up with it over to Dan McGann. That is 1 away. Jack Taylor at the plate. 6-7 strikeout. Taylor swinging at the knee cheese. Johnny Evers, second baseman, 2 away. 3-2, hard grounder hit to first. Dan McGann gets it. Sammy Strang is wheeling over. He covers, makes the play. 1-2-3 go the Cubs. We go to the bottom of the third. Giants coming up to bat. Somewhere right there. Bring you up. Put you right there. Dan McGann, first baseman, 5th in the order, leading off for the Giants. We're set to go. 1-9, and that's a straight bona fide no split triple. Dan McGann is on third. No outs. Bottom of the third. Roger Bresnahan, catcher. 6-9, lines out hard to short. All over that was Joey Tinker. 1 away. McGann 90 feet away. Here comes Sammy Strang, second baseman. Infield in. 5-7 ground ball to second. That's going to be to Johnny Evers. He's a 1 with a 4. Which would be an out. Now, if it's an X, infield in. X, ground ball resulting in hit or error. Nope, ground balls other than hit or error. Out, runner on third holds. All righty. So that's going to be, that was 5-7 shortstop. 6-3. Able to check McGann, stays on third. 2 outs. Brings up shortstop Bill Dolan. 3-4. Pops it up behind second base. Johnny Evers tracks over. Calls off Tinker and makes the play. And with a leadoff triple, the Giants are not able to score, but they do have a 5-run lead early in this game. We go to the top of the fourth. Red Ames back on the hill for the Giants. Frank Chance, first baseman, will be leading off the inning. Here we go. Red Ames is set. Gets the signal in from Roger Bresnahan. Here's the pitch. 1-2. Frank Chance smacks a hard one at Art Devlin. He's all over it. That is caught line drive, out number 1. Third baseman Harry Steinfeld. 1-6. Hard ground ball hit to Devlin. Scoops it up over to Dan McGann. That is 2 away. Red Ames in control of this game so far. Wildfire Frank Schulte rolls a 5-5. Hard grounder hit to second. Sammy Strang scoops it up, gets it to McGann for out number 3. Nothing doing for Chicago. Chicken in the car. Cargo don't go. That's how you spell Chicago. All right, here we go. Bottom of the fourth. Giants are coming back up again to try to score some more runs again so they can beat the Cubs. Well, maybe not again, but get a win. Giants. All right, at the plate, Red Ames leading off the inning. That is a 1-7 strikeout. Take us back to the top of the order. Mike Donlin, bottom of the fourth. Turkey Donlin, 2-5. Fly ball to center field. Jimmy Slagle is underneath it. He brings that into the mitt and makes the catch. That's 2 away. Art Devlin, third baseman. Dribbler down the first base line and grounded to, or lined out to short. Here is the pitch from Jack Taylor, 5-7, hard grounder. Hit the second. That's Johnny Evers. He scoops it up. He gets it over to Chance. That is out number 3. Giants go 1, 2, 3 and a fourth. We go to the top of the 5th, and the Giants have a 5-0 lead over the Cubs. Da Cubs, da Bears, and also more Cubs baseball. That's important. Unfortunately, the Giants are doing this one so far. Just have to see how it turns out. Score through 4. New York Giants 5, Chicago Cubs nothing. Jimmy Sheckard, left fielder, leading off, 5th in the order. Red Ames on the hill for the Giants. 6-7, that's a strikeout. Ames has retired 3, 4, 5, well, 1, 2, hit the last 11 batters. Johnny Kling, catcher, trying to get something going here for Chicago. 4-11, hard grounder, hit the second. That's going to be Sammy Strang. He's a 3 with a 13. He scoops it up, gets it over to Dan McGann. That is 2 away. Jimmy Slagle, center fielder, 7th in the order. 6-4, and that is a double to the gap. Johnny Kling, 2-out double. Cubs with a chance to get something on the board here. Joey Tinker comes to the plate. Red Ames, he gets the signal in from stuff falling down, sliding down the board behind me and rolling around. Come on, Marvin. Put that thing in park. All right, Tinker. Here's the pitch from Ames. 6-5. That's a triple. Joey Tinker brings Slagle home, clears the bases. Cubs are on the board. Jimmy Slagle scores. 2 outs. Jack Taylor at the plate. Red Ames. Here's the pitch. 1-9. A single for Taylor. Helps his own cause. He drives in Tinker. And the Cubs have got some business here, top of the 5th with 2 outs. Johnny Evers. 4-6 strikeout, and Ames ends it. Just as quick as it started. But the Cubs do put 2 back on the board, and it is a 5-2 ball game. Going to go to the bottom of the 5th here. Ken, good evening. Glad you could make it again. Good afternoon where you are. Yep, round 2 and probably round 3 later tonight. So I just really would like to get week 2 of the 4-week season done, you know? Get it in the books. This series and one more series will do that. This series and then the 09 World Series rematch in Detroit, the Pirates and the Tigers. That'll be the one coming later tonight. So here we go. 5-2, bottom of the 5th. Sam Mertz, left fielder, 3rd in the order, leading off. And hits a hard ground ball to short. That's going to be Joey Tinker. A 2 with a 2. And it gets through for a single. Mertz has hit a home run, a double, and a single. He somehow gets a triple. That's hitting the cycle right there. He is on first. He's a double-A. Kling's going to hold him. That's 1-13, and he's going anyway, and he makes it. He steals second. Sam Mertz. George Brown, right fielder, facing Jack Taylor. Man on second, none out. 5-6, and that is a 2-star single, RBI single for Brown. A little bit of small ball, getting a run across the plate. 6-2 Giants. Dan McGann, first baseman. Brown is on first. Kling is going to hold Brown, takes him from 115 to 111, so he's not going. McGann swinging away. 5-4, long fly ball to center field. Back goes Jimmy Slagle. 2 with a 16. He gets underneath it. He makes that catch. So that is 1 away. Fly ball by McGann. George Brown on first after his RBI single to drive Mertz in. Roger Bresnahan, catcher, 1 away. Bottom of the 5th. Taylor's pitch, 3-4 strikeout. Bresnahan. Sammy Strang, second baseman, 2 away, bottom of the 5th. 1-6. Hard grounder hit to Tinker, scoops it up over to Frank Chance. That is 3 down. So 1 more run for the Giants, 6-2 lead. We go to the top of the 6th inning here in game 1 of the doubleheader. Red Ames is coming back out. I don't know how much longer Jack Taylor is going to be able to keep this up. He lets too many hits or too many base runners, he's probably going to be out of this game. John McGraw is definitely a little more decidedly happy about the outcome so far here. Alrighty, Frank Chance leading off 2-4, and that is a single for Chance, his second base hit of the game. Harry Steinfeld, third baseman. 4-5, hard ground ball hit to Strang at second. Not enough time. He bobbles it. Chance is going to make it to second. He gets it over to McGann to get Steinfeld at first. So Chance makes it to second base. 1 away. Wildfire Schulte. 5-8 strikeout. 2 down. Chance doesn't want to be stranded. And somehow I screwed the cards up again. I never even flipped them over. That might have something to do with it. What on earth did I do here? Wow. Okay. Yeah, foobarred that one. Jimmy Sheckard. 5th in the order, left fielder, 2 outs. Frank Chance is like, move me over here. Red Ames with the pitch. 4-5, draws a walk. Files in line right behind Chance. First base station, Johnny Kling. Ames with the pitch. 2-6, 2-star single. That's an RBI single for Kling. Sheckard around the third. Chance is going to come across the plate. Another run for the Cubs. They're not totally out of this yet. Jimmy Slagle, center fielder. 2 outs, men at the corners. 4-7, and that'll be a single for Slagle, an RBI single. That's going to score Sheckard. Kling is 114. He's going for third base. He makes it on the 1. Wow, men at the corners, 2 outs again, and Red Ames now in a little bit of a pickle. Joey Tinker. 5-6, and Tinker with a double, single, 2-star single. RBI single. The Cubs have turned into assembly line again here. 5, and they're looking hard at Red Ames. All of a sudden, John McGraw is he's swearing off being nice. Red Ames. We're down to the pitcher. We're going to go ahead. Are the Cubs going to take Taylor out now? The Cubs are going to pinch hit. The Cubs are going to pinch hit with catcher Pat Moran. And it begins early. So Taylor no longer. Moran, pinch hitter. He is a 10 and a C. That being as it is Red Ames going to stay in the game? Red Ames. Oh, he's at 274. Red Ames is coming out, I do believe. Uncharacteristically early for him, but Hooks Wiltz is going to come into the game. So that is 5.2 innings of work for Ames. He's on tap for the win. Right Wilson down there. Make a little mark. And here we go. Pat Moran facing Hook Wiltz. 2 outs, top of the 6th. Trying to get out of the game and preserve the lead, end of the inning and preserve the lead. 1-9. Hard liner hit to third, and Devlin is all over that one. Ends the inning. Cubs plate 3. 6-5 is your score. All righty. So new pitcher for the Cubs is going to be Orval Overall. So let's write Overall in. Taylor went 5 innings. Bill Dolan, shortstop, leading off, bottom of the 6th. 2-7 and leads off with a single. That's going to bring us to Hooks Wiltz. Wiltz is a 4. I need a different card. Yeah, Wiltz just came in, so he's not going anywhere. He's going to go ahead and bat. If I can get this card off of this pile here. There we go. He's the number 4, Wiltz. He's going to, well, it doesn't matter. He's going to lay down the bunt. 8, lays it down the first base line. Chance is able to get it to Evers covering. Does the job, though. Gets Dolan up to second base. 1 away. That's going to bring up a leadoff batter, Turkey Donlin. Overall, that is a 2-2. Hard ground ball back to the box. Overall gets it over to Chance. Dolan, he gets checked, and that is going to be out number 2. Brings up Art Devlin, third baseman. 5-11 strikeout. Ends the inning. Giants score nothing in the bottom of the 6th. We go to the 7th. Your score, New York Giants 6, Chicago Cubs 5. We can't move this along a little bit. Hers. Hook Wiltz comes out. Back on the hill for the Giants. Back to the top of the order for the Cubs. Johnny Evers is going to be leading off. Here is the pitch from Wiltz. 2-3. Pops it up behind first base. Dan McGann tracks underneath it. That is easily caught and 1 away. Frank Chance, first baseman. 4-11. Hard ground ball hit back to the box. Wiltz. 2-2, cannot handle it, gets by him, hops over his glove as he jumps up to get it up the gap. Seeing eye single. Frank Chance is on first. Frank Chance is a double-A. Bresnahan's going to hold him down to a 113. Chance is going for second, and Chance is making it on a 5. Stolen base, Frank Chance. Runner in scoring position, 1 away. Third baseman, Harry Steinfeld, facing Hooks Wiltz. That's a 4-4 fly ball to center field. Mike Donlin is charging in. He has a 2 with a 1, and he makes the catch. No chance for Chance to advance. 4-4 center field. As it was made in shallow center. So Frank Schulte, Wildfire Schulte, it's up to him to tie this up. Hooks Wiltz, the pitch, 5-5, and that is a double. We have a tie ball game. RBI double for Schulte. Frank Chance plated. Hooks Wiltz facing Jimmy Sheckard, 3-12, and that's a walk issued. Free pass for Sheckard. Men at first and second, top of the 7th. Johnny Kling singled his last time up with an RBI and scored a run as well. Here is the pitch from Wiltz, 2-8, hard grounder. Hit to Bill Dolan at short, scoops it up, gets it over to Dan McGann. That is out number 3. Cubs are limited to 1, but that's all they needed to tie it up. We go to the bottom of the 7th at the old ball game. Overall, back on the hill for the Cubbies. Now it's a new ball game. There is no winning or losing pitchers at the moment. All right, here we go. Sam Mertz, left fielder, third in the order, leading off, bottom of the 7th. 1-3, goes down swinging. Overall with the strikeout, George Brown, right fielder, 1 away, bottom of the 7th. 1-7, and it's a long fly ball. Back goes Schlegel. He watches it over the right field, center field fence with Schulte. Home run, Brown. George Brown knocks it over the right center fence. Giants get the lead back. 7-6. Overall, shaking his head, pounding his mitt. Really hacked off. He left that one hanging, and Brown just went along with it. Dan McGann, 1 away. Bottom of the 7th. Giants up 1, 5-10, and that is a single for McGann. He is on base, his second hit of the game. 1 out, Roger Bresnahan. The pitch from overall, 3-11. There is a walk. Men at first and second. Sammy Strang, overall, is not doing well. 3-9, draws a walk and loads the bases with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Bill Dolan. Yeah, they're going to pitch to him. They're going to pitch to him. 1-3, pops it up behind second base. Johnny Evers gets underneath it, makes the play. Very beneficial outcome to that at bat. 2 away. And that's going to bring us to Hooks Wiltz. He's going to bat again. They've got the lead. He's pitching well. 5-6, and that is a grounder to second base. Evers, he is a 1 with a 9. He scoops it up, gets it over to Frank Chance, and that ends the inning. But the Giants answer, run for run. They're the top of the 8th. It is a 7-6 ball game. New York. Let's see. Wiltz goes right thereabouts. Center fielder, 7th in the order, will be leading off the inning. Hooks Wiltz back on the hill. 5-4, and Schlegel leads off with a triple. These guys are just not going to let this game go away, I guess. Jimmy Schlegel on third. Joe Tinker, infield in. 3-9. Fly ball to left field. Back goes Sam Mertz. He's underneath it, near the wall, makes the catch. Schlegel tags up. He is headed in, and he will score. Jimmy Schlegel scores. Tie ball game at 7, 1 out. And it's not Pat Moran. Orval overall. When did he start pitching? 6. So that is 7-6 right there. 2 innings. He can keep going. He can keep going. So he needs a number 2 right there. 1 out. Here is the swing, the pitch. 5-5 double. 4 overall. If that had been a 1 through 3, it would have been a pitcher home run. Pitcher 210E. But it is a double. And the Cubs still are not done in this inning. Johnny Evers, man in scoring position. 1 out. Hooks Wiltz, 2-2. Pops it up behind home plate. Roger Bresnahan chases it down. He makes the catch. Evers, a little shaken, but it looks like he's going to shake it off, so he shouldn't miss any time, fortunately, for the Cubs. Hooks Wilts, 2 outs, facing Frank Chance. Tie ball game, top of the 8th, 6-7. And that is a single for Chance, a 1-star single. Overall, only gets the 3rd. Harry Steinfeld. Doesn't matter who you walk or who you pitch to, so let's pitch to him. Wilts, 2-8. That is a hard grounder to short. Bill Dolan all over it, over to Dan McGann. That is out number 3. One more run by the Cubs, 7-7. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Overall, coming back out to do a little more pitchy. Turkey Donlin, leadoff batter, is up, leading off the bottom of the 8th. Giants need to get something going, and this is probably the inning in which they need to do it. Overall, 4-8 issues, a walk to Donlin. Turkey on first. Turkey being held by Kling makes him a 1-11. Devlin is going to lay down the bunt. That is a good bunt down the third base line. Looks like Steinfeld's going to have no problem getting it to first, but Devlin makes good on the bunt. Donlin makes it to second. 5-3 sack. 1 away. I'll call that a 5-4. Covering for the bunt. 5-4. All right, Sam Mertz. Drop the D20. I didn't drop a die the whole first doubleheader. Easily got, though. 1 out, man on second. Mertz looking for a triple to make his hitting the cycle happen, but he pops this one up behind third, tracked down by Steinfeld easily for out number 2. George Brown clunked one his last time up to get a lead. It was given back, but here he is again. That is 2-4 and a single. Donlin is a 116, 118 coming home. 18. Donlin scores. Giants have the lead again. RBI single by George Brown. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. Dan McGann. 1-5, 2-star single. That's going to knock Brown around to third. Overall, coming out. Let's see who's got really good in the middle of their cards. Boom. Girl. Let's bring in Carl Lundgren. Carl Lundgren coming in to relieve. So he went 2 2/3. Yes. Lundgren will be coming in. All righty. Dan McGann is on first. George Brown is on third. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. 8-7 ball game. Yep, 8-7 ball game. Bresnahan facing Carl Lundgren. 5-9, and that is a triple. 2 RBI triple for Bresnahan. And the Giants take all kinds of lead in this game. That is 10-7. Goodness. Sammy Strang for 8. And Sammy Strang with a 2-star single. That's going to score Bresnahan. And the Giants are just, they're putting this one away. They're putting this one to bed right here. Bill Dolan, shortstop, 8th, 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th, 2-6. Fly ball to left field. Back goes Jimmy Sheckard. He's underneath it. He makes the catch. But the Giants score 4. And that is 5, 6, 9, 11 to 7. Going to the top of the ninth, and this is it for the Cubs. They kind of need to get 4 runs, and right now. Wildfire Frank Schultz, he's going to be leading the inning off. Facing Hooks Wiltz. Oh, Lundgren didn't blow it, but he sure as heck didn't help the Cubs' chances any. Here we go. Top of the ninth. Schulte leads off with a double. Second double in a row for Frank Schulte. Jimmy Sheckard, Hooks Wiltz, he's not going to worry about giving up that run. He's going to concentrate batter to batter at this point. 4, 7 strikeout. That's 1 away. Hooks Wiltz watches Johnny Kling walk out to the plate. Wiltz gets the signal in from Roger Bresnahan, likes what he sees. Glance over his shoulder at Wildfire. Into the pitch to Kling. 3-11 hard grounder. Hit to Bill Dolan at short, scoops it up. He is able to check Schultz at second, gets it over to McGann, and that is the second out. Schulte at second. Jimmy Schlegel, center fielder. This is it. 2 outs, top of the ninth, down by 4. Wiltz gets the sign in from Bresnahan. Slight little glance over his shoulder at second to Schultz. Dolan comes over, shows the glove inside, and then back to his fielding position. Here comes Jimmy Schlegel. Wind up, little warm-up swing. Wiltz with the wind-up. The kick, the pitch, 2-4. Hard grounder hit back to the box. Wiltz comes up with it over to Dan McGann. Out number 3, and that ends the game. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. I have seen enough to know that I have seen too much. Oh, goodness gracious. Land sakes alive. Good golly, Miss Molly. Throw it all out there. The Giants win the game. Straighten these guys up, make ourselves a little bit of stats, and we'll get right on to game 2. I'm going to like the pitching matchup in the second game, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a dinger. You're going to love it. All right. So let's see what we've got here. Final score is 1, 2. I like making sure 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is correct. Against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is correct. No errors. Let's see. Wiltz went 3 1/3. Lundgren went 1/3. No. All right. Well, let's count them up for the Cubs. Johnny Evers, 0 for 5. Strikeout. Frank Chance, 4 for 5. 2 runs. Stolen base. Harry Steinfeld, 1 for 5. Frank Schulte, 2 for 5. Run batted in, 2 doubles. Strikeout. Jimmy Sheckard is 0 for 3. Run scored. Strikeout, walk. Johnny Kling, 1 for 5. Run and a run batted in. Jimmy Schlegel is 3 for 5. Had a little cycle search of his own going there. 2 runs, 1 batted in, double, triple. Joey Tinker, he was doing a little bit there, it seems. 2 for 3. 1 run scored, 3 runs batted in. Joey Tinker. Sacrifice fly, triple. Not bad. Jack Taylor, 1 for 2 with a run batted in and a strikeout. Pat Moran, pinch hitting catcher, 0 for 1. Orval overall, 1 for 1 with a double. So that is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 hits for Chicago. So let's get the pitching here for the Giants since we have that. Wiltz gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. 1, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 1, struck out 1, no home runs. So that means 15 hits, 10 were Ames. Wiltz with the win, by the way. Lundgren with the loss. No, or overall with the loss. So 10 hits for Ames, 5 runs, all earned. 1, 2, 1 walk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 strikeouts. Gave up no home runs. Hooks is looking good, coming in and clamping down the Cubs. But then we look at the batters for the Giants. Don't be so hasty to go with Hooks. Yeah, Donlin's a possibility. Let's see what we got here. Mike Donlin is 2 for 4, 3 runs scored, 2 runs batted in, a triple, and a walk. Art Devlin, 0 for 4, sack hit, strikeout. Sam Mertz, case in point, 3 for 5, 2 runs, 3 batted in, double, home run, stolen base. George Brown, 3 for 4, 2 runs scored, 3 batted in, home run, and a walk. Dan McGann, 3 for 5, run scored, triple. Roger Bresnahan, 1 for 4, run scored, and triple, K, and a walk. Sammy Strang, 1 for 4, 1 run batted in, and a walk. Bill Dolan, 2 for 5, run scored. Red Ames, 5-2. I keep forgetting a dirge. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. He did not bat here. So Red Ames, 1 for 2, run scored, strikeout. Hooks Wiltz, 0 for 1 with a sacrifice hit. So that being the case, what do we got, guys? We got Turkey Mike. We got Donlin or Hooks. We got Hooks. Yes, they did. They broke out the bats in this game. Give this just a few seconds, and then we're going to see about going on to the second game here. I'm saying we're split for Donlin and Hooks Wiltz. If I had to throw in the vice president and president of the Senate vote, I would probably go with Donlin of those two. Co-MVPs, that's a distinct possibility, and I'm thinking yes. Player of the game. Player of the game. I'm good with that. You guys good with that? Yeah, that's what, yeah, boom. They both did a good job. They really did. All right, here we go. Game 2. The matchup. Mordecai Three Fingers Brown against Christy Mathewson. You guys want a pitcher's duel? This is going to be it. All right, let's see if we can't zip this game right along. Let's see. We got you. A couple of quick things set up. And Mathewson is a 4, so we need you. Giants Brown will come up later. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting game 2 ready to roll. See if we can't blast through this one a little bit. On the hill for the Giants, Christy Mathewson, original Hall of Famer. And the Cubs are going to try to take him down. Johnny Evers, second baseman, leading off. Here we go. 5-10, and that's a strikeout. Yes, luck of the draw, but boom, it's a great matchup to end the series up with. I saw who was up on the piles when I was filling out the second side, and I was like, oh, this is going to be sweet. Frank Chance, 6-5 strikeout. Here we go. Harry Steinfeld. That was a 3-10. Single for Steinfeld. Had to get it off his own card because Mathewson's going to be stingy. I got a feeling. Wildfire Schultz. 2 outs, 2-4. Single off his own card as well. Steinfeld to second. Rounding second. 2 outs with a 10. He is 1-17 safe. Makes it to third. Men at the corners on Mathewson. Top of the first. 2 outs. Jimmy Sheckard at the plate. 2-8 strikeout. Okay, yeah. Christy Mathewson. We go to the bottom of the first. I see Al, Red Sox fan. I see D. Smith. Gentlemen, welcome to the game. Before we get started in the bottom of the first, quick rehash of the first game, and you'll be able to see the score there. New York Giants came alive after seesawing back and forth with the Cubs in the bottom of the 8th and scored 4, spurred primarily with a 2 RBI triple by catcher Roger Bresnahan. As co-player of the games, Mike Donlin and Hooks Wiltz lead the Giants over the Cubs 11-7. We never counted the total hits or the pitcher stats. I'll do that later. Doesn't matter. Okay. We'll do that later. We know Wiltz did a good job. Okay, we're going back to where I need to be. Make sure that's in a good place. No, it needs to be. Nope, that was good. Okay, right there. Okay, sorry. All right, so here we go. Bottom of the first inning. Mordecai, 3-finger Brown. On the hill for the Cubbies, Mike Donlin, Turkey Donlin leading off. Center fielder, 1-6. Hard grounder to short. Fielded by Joey Tinker, gets it over to Frank Chance. That's out number 1. Art Devlin, third baseman, facing Brown. 4-2. Ground ball back to the box. Brown gets it over to Chance. That is 2 away. Sam Mertz, left fielder. 3-8. Draws a walk. Kling is going to hold him with 2 outs. He drops to a 1-13 stealing. George Brown. 3-2 fly ball to right field. Back goes Back goes Frank Schulte. He's underneath it. He makes the catch. That is going to end the inning. So after 1, it is scoreless. Al Red Sox fan will be right back. But check out Al Red Sox fan channel if you would, please, folks. He's a good friend of the channel here at strat-o-matic Delaware, as is everybody that is in the chat. Great little community we got going on here. Pretty tight-knit and small, just the way we like it. But Al's got a great channel with some sports replays. Check him out. Al space Red Sox fan, capital A, capital R, capital F. Check him out. Subscribe to his channel. All right, here we go. Top of the second, Johnny Kling, 3-5. Long fly ball to center field. Mike Donlin's underneath it. Back, he makes the catch. That's 1 away. Mathewson on the hill for the Giants. Jimmy Slagle, center fielder, 1-4. And that is a hard line out to shortstop. Bill Dolan all over that one. That's going to be 2 down. Joey Tinker, shortstop for the Cubs. 1-7 pops it up behind short. Bill Dolan tracks underneath it. He makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 go the Cubs. We go to the bottom of the second inning. And Three Fingers Brown on the hill for the Cubs. Dan McGann, first baseman, leading off for the Giants. 5-3. Fly ball to right field. Frank Schulte is underneath it. He makes the catch. That is 1 away. Roger Bresnahan, catcher. 6-6. Strikeout by Brown. That is 2 down. Down with the Brown. It's hunting season around here today. First weekend. Shotgun. 6-9. Three-finger Brown. Fly ball to center field. Sammy Strang hits it back. Jimmy Slagle is underneath it. He's going to make that catch, and that's going to end the second inning scoreless. So we go to the top of the third. Oh, Christy Mathewson back out on the hill for the Giants. Classic matchup thus far. Classic pitchers duel. At the plate, Mordecai Brown facing his rival of the afternoon, catcher card X, which will be Bresnahan at a 1 with a 13. And pops it up behind home plate. Bresnahan drops his mask, heads back for it, puts his mitt up, makes the catch. That is 1 away. Brings us back to the top of the order, Johnny Evers. Mathewson with the pitch, 4-6, and Evers with a single. So Evers is on first. He is being held by Bresnahan. Takes him 1-13, safe. Stolen base. Evers on second with 1 out. Frank Chance at the plate. Chance 319 is going to swing away. 5-6 fly ball to center field. Back goes Mike Donlin. Gets underneath it. He makes the catch. No chance for Evers to make it to third. That is 2 outs. Harry Steinfeld. 6-7 strikeout. Christy Mathewson ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the third, scoreless. Right there, Bill Dolan, shortstop, leading off. 1-8, draws a walk. Christy Mathewson at the plate. He's going to lay down the bunt. That's not a good bunt. 11 pops out. Frank Chance gets underneath it. So Bill Dolan is still at first. Gentlemen, I've got to step away for just a moment. Please pardon the interruption. I'll be right back. Call it a rain delay. All right, here we go. Sorry, unavoidable. Poor planning on my part. That first game took a little longer than I thought it was going to. All righty. But poor planning on my part does not necessarily constitute an emergency on yours. And thank you, the Cubs, the Bears. You're sweet. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, he's right. Turkey Donlin, 1 out, man on first. Facing Three Finger Brown, 3-9. And that's a 2-star single for Donlin. Moves Donlin around to third. 1 out, men at the corners. Little business going for the Giants. Maybe a run. Art Devlin, third baseman. Brown. Yarg. He's pitching to him. 4-7 hard grounder hit to second. That's going to be Johnny Evers. He is a 1 with a 12. He scoops it up. He gets it to second. Joey Tinker on the run, forcing Donlin. Gets it over to Chance. Doubles up. Gets Devlin out. Double play. Ends the inning. 4-6-3. We go to 4. Quoth the Raven. Nevermore. Yeah, it was a rain delay. The rain was falling, and have you ever seen the rain falling down in Delaware? Went to see Def Leppard at the State Fair back in 2001, I think it was, and it was raining. He came out after the short intermission, and he sang that before they got started for the second half. It was awesome. All righty, here we go. Top of the 4th inning. Wildfire Frank Schulte facing Christy Mathewson. 3-11, draws a walk. He works Mathewson for the free pass. Jimmy Sheckard, left fielder, man on first. Schulte is an A stealer. Bresnahan's going to hold him, drop him to a 1-11. So Sheckard is 262. He's going to lay down the bunt. And does so masterfully, as Ben Wright might have said of a golf shot. Down the first base line, easily fielded by McGann. Call that a 3-4 Strang covering, but gets the job done. 1 out. Schulte is on second. Johnny Kling, catcher. With the pitch. 1-4, 2-star single, RBI single. Cubbies are on the board first. 1-0. 1 out. Man on first. Mathewson gives up the first run. Jimmy Schlegel, center fielder, 6-3, fly ball to right field. Back goes Brown. He is a 2 with a 19, probably. Nope. And he makes the catch. So that will be 2 outs. Joey Tinker, shortstop, 8th in the order. Christy Mathewson, the windup, the pitch. Hard grounder hit to third. Art Devlin all over that one. Gets it over to Dan McGann. That's going to end the inning. But the Cubbies score the first run. It is 1-0. Three Finger Brown out on the mound for the Cubs in Chi-Town. I do myself a little strat rap because I can't rap because I like a strat. Don't worry, I have a day job, and I'm not stopping it. Sam Mertz leading off, bottom of the 4th, knocking all my stuff all over the place instead of keeping organized because my OCD kicks in. Here we go. Brown with the pitch, 3-5, single for Mertz. So the Giants are trying to poise themselves to answer the Cubs' run. Mertz is a double-A. Kling's going to hold him 1-13. Oh, and he throws him out going to second. Hopefully the Giants aren't going to run themselves out of this game. George Brown, 1 away, facing Three Finger Brown. Mordecai, 4-2. Hard grounder back to the box. Brown comes up with it over to Chance. That is 2 away. Dan McGann, first baseman, facing Mordecai Brown, 2-8. Pops it up behind shortstop. Joey Tinker is back, makes the play. And after a single, The Giants go down 1, 2, 3, including the single. 1-0 Cubs. We go to the top of the 5th. Christy Mathewson back on the mound for Los Giants de Nueva York. And Kenny Brown, Los Gigantes de Nueva York. Three-finger Brown at the plate facing Christy Mathewson. 110 leads off with a single. Johnny Evers, second baseman. 255. He's going to lay down that bunt for Brown. Does so very well. Back to the box. Mathewson gets it over to McGann, but Mordecai Brown makes it to second on the sack. Not to McGann, to Strang covering. I keep forgetting that little detail. But that's all right. 1 out. Man on second. Cubs. Top of the 5th. Frank Chance looking to make good here. 5-3. Hard ground ball hit the shortstop. Bill Dolan is all over it. 2 with a 3. He scoops it up. He gets it to first. Dan McGann to get Chance at first. Able to check Brown at second. So we go to Harry Steinfeld, top of the 5th, 2 outs. Pitcher, three-finger Brown at second. Here's the pitch from Christy Mathewson. 2-3 strikeout. Ends the inning. So we go to the bottom of 5. 1-run lead. Chicago Cubs. Giants coming to the plate to try to rectify that situation. You go there, you go there, you go there. Roger Bresnahan, catcher, leading off the bottom of the 5th. Three-finger Brown on the mound. Here is the pitch. 2-6, and Bresnahan leads off with a single. All righty, Sammy Strang, second baseman. He's going to lay down a bunt. 6. Down the third base line, no chance for Steinfeld to get Bresnahan going to second. Gets it over to Chance to force out Strang. 5-3 sack. 1 out. Bresnahan is on second due to the bunt. Bill Dolan, shortstop facing Brown. 1 away. 2-9. Fly ball to center field. Back goes Jimmy Slagle. He's underneath it. He makes the catch. That is 2 away, and that'll bring up Christy Mathewson. Will he help his own cause? Here's the pitch from Brown. 5-3. Ground ball back to the box. Brown is a 2 within 11, and he shoestrings it. 1 base error. Mathewson makes it on first. Bresnahan makes it to third. That would be the 3rd out, so no earned runs in this inning for three-finger Brown. However, Mike Donlin doesn't care. There's still life in the Giants' bats. 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. 1-8, and we uncover a 2-star single. RBI single. Giants tie it up. Mathewson gets the 3rd. That is an unearned run. Tie ball game. Turkey Donlin with the RBI single. Art Devlin, 3rd baseman, facing Brown. No DH, so no injuries. Ground ball back to the box. Brown gets it over to Chance. That is out number 3. But the Giants are able to tie it up. We go to the top of the 6th inning. 1-1 is the ball game. Wonderful pitcher's duel in the making here. Christy Mathewson back on the hill. Wildfire Frank Schulte, right fielder, leading off the inning. Mathewson with the pitch. 1-7, and that is a long fly ball to right field. Back goes George Brown. He's underneath it at the wall. Makes the catch. Almost a home run. So close. No problem. Take your time, Jerry. I know we're in the dinner hour. Jimmy Sheckard, 1 out. Top of the 6th. Christy Mathewson, 1-6. And that's going to be a single for Sheckard. Cubs aren't done yet. He is standing on first base, and a stealer. Bresnahan's going to hold him. Takes him to a 1-11. So Johnny Kling, 312 batter in 1906, is going to swing at Mathewson's pitch. 3-8, draws a walk. Did not swing. He let it go. Minute first and second, 1 out. Jimmy Slagle is up. Mathewson with the pitch. 5-10. Hard ground ball hit to third base. Art Devlin, who's a 3 with an 18, bops it, makes an error. 1 base error. E5. I didn't mark this error. That was Brown. That is Devlin. So we have bases loaded, 1 out. Joey Tanker comes to the plate. Infield is in. Doesn't matter. Tanker's going for the squeeze. 7. Batter pops out to the catcher. Bresnahan, heads up play, gets that one. 2 outs, brings us to three-finger Brown, Mordecai Brown. The pitch from Mathewson, 2-7 strikeout, and Christie gets out of the inning. Bases loaded, jam. Bases juiced. We go to the bottom of the 6th, tied at 1. John McGraw is going to be checking himself into Betty Ford any day now. If the Giants don't really just start giving him nice, calm days at the office, you know, nice, gentle little breeze in the dugout, sipping on a little umbrella rum drink of some sort, you know, relaxing, working on his tan. These stinking Giants need to win easier. Sam Mertz leading off, bottom of the 6th, 5-7 off Brown's card. That is a hard liner to second. Easy play by Johnny Evers. George Brown, right fielder. Here's the pitch from three-finger Brown, 6-9. Fly ball to center field. Back goes Jimmy Slagle. That is caught. 2 down. Dan McGann, first baseman, 1-11. Pops up behind third. Harry Steinfeld gets underneath that and makes the catch. 1-2-3 go the Giants. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Score tied at 1 apiece. The 1905 New York Giants and 1906 Chicago Cubs. That's going to bring us to the 7th inning. Stretch forthcoming. Back to the top of the order for the Cubs. Johnny Evers leading off. Christy Mathewson still on the hill. John McGraw hadn't fed up with him yet. 6-10 strikeout. McGraw's going to kill somebody. Meter needle just went down 1 notch. Frank Chance, 1 out, top of the 7th, 1-7, hard grounder hit to Bill Dolan at short. He scoops it up over to Dan McGann. That is out number 2. John McGraw's meter went down 1 more notch. Harry Steinfeld, third baseman, facing Christy Mathewson. 2 outs, top of the 7th. 1-3, hard liner smacked into. No, Tanker got his glove on it. Save that. Save that base hit. Save John McGraw having a cardiac and a trip to the emergency room. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. Ladies and gentlemen, sing it with me. 1, 2, 3. At the old ball game. ID Jester in the house. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Glad you could make it here. We are at the bottom of the 7th inning. The first game was won by the Giants, 11-7 over the Cubs, and here we are tied at 1 in a pitcher's duel between Three-Finger Brown and Christy Mathewson. Bottom of the 7th, 1905 New York Giants trying to get out of the cellar, 1-5. Well, after the last game, 2-5. Roger Bresnahan, catcher. He is leading off the inning against Three-Finger Brown, 5-5. Fly ball to right field. Back goes Frank Schulte. He's underneath it. He makes the catch. No problem. That is 1 out. Sammy Strang, second baseman, facing Brown. Here is the pitch. 1-7. Hard grounder ripped at third. Steinfeld all over it. Snags it. Took a high bounce. He's able to recover, gets it over to Frank Chance for out number 2. Good play by Steinfeld at third on that one. Bill Dolan, shortstop, facing Brown. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. 6-2 long fly ball to right field. Frank Schulte's underneath it, makes another great catch. 1, 2, 3 go the Giants. We go to the top of the 8th. Score tied at 1. This could end up being a little bit of a long game, but not because of the scoring, because of the lack thereof. All righty, here we go. Christy Mathewson on the hill. New York Giants. Wildfire Frank Schulte takes the pitch. 4-8 fly ball to center field. Mike Donlin circles underneath it, makes the catch easily. That is 1 out. Top of the 8th. Jimmy Sheckard, left field, 2-12. Fly ball to right, close to the foul line. George Brown drifts over, gets underneath it, makes the catch. That is 2 away. Johnny Kling, catcher, 6th in the order, facing Christy Mathewson, top of the 8th. Here's the pitch, 5-7, and that's going to be a hard liner. Hit to shallow right. No, Sammy Strang gets his glove up, makes a great play. Snags the line drive. Cubbies go down 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Still tied at 1. Three-finger Brown coming up. Trying to get something to go in for Chicago. Chicken in the car, car don't go. That's how you spell Chicago. Three-finger Brown. Christy Mathewson at the plate. Mathewson is going to bat. 5-4 fly ball to center field. Lazy fly ball. Jimmy Slagle is coming into field that. He is a 2 with a 9. He lets it get by him. He's chasing it down. Mathewson rounds first. He gets to second. Standing up, a double. Christy Mathewson with a double. Oh, my goodness. Turkey Donlin facing Three-finger Brown. Bottom of the 8th, no outs. 6-9 fly ball to center field. Slagle's all over this one. He is not going to let this one go. He makes the catch. That is 1 away. Christy Mathewson standing at second base in scoring position. Third baseman Art Devlin comes to the plate. 6-7. Off Brown's card, a hard ground ball hit to Joey Tinker, shortstop. He's a 2 with a 1, and it squirts through for a single. Brown makes it to third. Mathewson makes it to third. Sam Mertz, men at the corners, 1 out. Infield is not in. They're hoping they're going to be able to double up on him. Of course, it's Mertz. He's a heck of a hitter. We'll have to find out. Brown, 6-3, hard grounder hit to first. Dan McGann, he is unable to keep Mathewson from advancing to home. He gets it to first base to get Mertz. Sammy Strang steps on the plate, but that is an RBI for Sam Mertz. And the Giants take an 8th inning 2-1 lead. Christy Mathewson with the double, looped by Jimmy Slagle and able to be brought around. A single by Devlin brings him to third. An RBI ground out brings him home by Sam Mertz. George Brown, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Man still on second. 5-4 fly ball to center field. Back goes Jimmy Slagle. A 2 with a 15, and it drops in front of him. And a poor throw. Single plus an error. Devlin scores. It's an unearned run. No, it is an earned run. No, he's at third. Single plus an error. E8. It is a earned run if there is another base hit. If there's not another base hit, it is unearned. So let us see. George Brown. No RBI anyway. Not on the error. Dan McGann is at the bat. Giants are up 3-1. Three-finger Brown is not out of the game yet. 6-7 hard grounder hit to Joey Tinker at short. 2 with a 13. Scoops it up, gets it over to Frank Chance, and that is out number 3. So that is an unearned run. However, Giants score 2, bottom of the 8th. They have a 3-1 lead going to the top of the 9th inning. It is in this game. You got that right. You got that right, D. Smith. It is killing them in this game. And they were just slugging at each other in the last game. Those who are in here hang out. And the second this game is over, I'll flip it over so you can see how the other game went. Those of you who were not in here for the first game of the doubleheader. But we have... But you guys weren't able to see me writing down any of the scoring for the 8th inning, were you? Bottom of the 8th. Jeez. All right, so here it is, just so you can see it. Double by Christy Mathewson. Fly to center, Mike Donlin. Single, Art Devlin gets Mathewson to third. Ground out by Mertz. Scores Mathewson, gets Devlin to second. Single gets Devlin to third. E8 gets Devlin home. Unearned run because followed by a ground out. I think I had that obscured and you weren't able to see it. So I figured I'd show it to you just in case. But here we go. Top of the 9th. Christy Mathewson is working on this. He's chewing his bone. He's not letting it go. Jimmy Schlegel leading off. Bottom of the order for the Cubs right when they don't need to have the bottom of the order. 2-6. Strikeout, Mathewson. McGraw is like, come on, do this. I'll swear off drinking for an hour. Joe Taker, shortstop. Pitch for Mathewson, 4-10. Issues a walk. Uh-oh. Looks like Mordecai Brown is going to come out of the game. No matter what happens. And Solly Hoffman is going to come in and bat in his stead. Okay, Brown is done. Hoffman, pinch hit. He's a 115 and an A stealer. Man on first. Solly Hoffman, 256. I did the pinch hit. I might as well swing with him. 6-10 strikeout. Christy Mathewson looking to close the book on this one. Johnny Evers, leadoff batter. Drop the white die. Picking the white die up. Second baseman facing Mathewson. He gets the signal in from Bresnahan. He looks over at first to keep Tinker close by. Here's the windup. Here is the pitch. 4-5. Single for Evers. Tinker is a 116 with 2 outs. He's a 118. He gets around to third baseman at the corners. Christy Mathewson really needs to not let these guys hang around. They are dangerous. Frank Chance. Mathewson gets the signal in from Bresnahan. Doesn't like what he sees. Shakes it off. Gets another one. He takes it. Looks over to Tinker to hold him tight. Back over to Evers. Pays a little more attention. Back to the plate. Looking at Frank Chance. The windup. The pitch. 6-5. Strikeout. End of the game. Christy Mathewson blows it by him. Oh, goodness gracious. Let me put some cards away. Heck of a game, guys. Well done. Thank y'all. We'll look at the first game again. We'll do some stats. All righty. And I hope to do one more tonight, but we shall see if I feel like doing one more tonight. But here we go. Well, let's go. Now, let's cover this one. Let's cover this one. Your final score is New York 3-1. We have 2 errors by Chicago, 1 error by New York, 2 errors by Chicago and 2 unearned runs. There you go. Yeah, Chicago's defense wiped them out, but Christy Mathewson, he definitely shut them down. He really did. Let's hit some stats here. Johnny Evers is, yeah, wow, they batted a lot more than the Giants did. Wow. Let's check this out. Johnny Evers is 2 for 4, stolen base, sacrifice hit, strikeout, strikeout. Frank Chance 0 for 5, strikeout, strikeout. Harry Steinfeld 1 for 4, strikeout, strikeout. Nice. Frank Schulte is 1 for 3, runs scored, walk. Jimmy Sheckard is 1 for 3, sacrifice hit, strikeout. Johnny Kling 1 for 3, run batted in, walk. Jimmy Slagle 0 for 4, strikeout. Joey Tinker is 0 for 3 with a walk. Mordecai Brown is 1 for 3 with a strikeout, and Solly Hoffman is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. So that gives Mathewson win, complete game, 9 innings pitched, and Brown only went 8 in the complete game loss. But he's got, what, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits by Chicago. So he gave up 7 hits. He gave up 1 run. It was earned. He walked 1, 2, 3. Struck out 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Struck out 10, Christy Mathewson. I know what I'm thinking, guys. Yeah, definitely. Not even any further. Christy Mathewson, player of the game. Yep. Not even any further. Let's go ahead and count out the Giants. We've got Mike Donlin, 2 for 4 with a run batted in. We have Art Devlin, 1 for 4 with a run scored. Sam Mertz, 1 for 4 with a run batted in and caught stealing. George Brown, 1 for 4. Dan McGann, 0 for 4. Bresnahan, 1 for 3, run scored and a strikeout. Sammy Strang, 0 for 2, sacrifice hit. Bill Dolan, 0 for 2, walk. Christy Mathewson, 1 for 3, run scored, double. I mean, that right there, along with the pitching, that's enough to do it right there, definitely. Giants had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. All righty, so that means Brown, 7 hits, 3 runs, only 1 earned run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, no homers. So there you go, your final for Game 2 of the doubleheader. The New York Giants 3, the Chicago Cubs 1. And we'll show you the first game again here in just a moment, you guys who came in late. But for the standings, the Giants win 2. They're now 3 and 5. The Cubs lose 2. They are now 4 and 6. They've played half of their games, as have the Athletics, as have the Chicago White Sox. And Pittsburgh and Detroit are playing the next series, and Detroit will be playing their 9th and 10th games, so they will have played half as well. So New York and Pittsburgh are going to be playing some extra in the second half of the season. But the first game, again, 11-7. New York Giants over the Cubs, and you can see it was a seesaw battle, 5-0, 5-2, 6-2, 6-5, 6-6, 7-6, 7-7. 11-7 is how it ended. And we do need to do the pitching stats for the Cubs in this game real quick, so if you'll indulge me. Giants had 2, 5, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 hits to the Cubs 15. So let's say 2 hits. Lundgren gave up 3 runs. Only 1 of them was his. No walks, strikeouts, or homers. Were there any homers? There were 2 home runs in this game, 1 for each, so that way I don't miss it. Overall, gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. 1, 2 runs. Is that all? 4 earned. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay. And he struck out 2, walked 2, walked 3, struck out 2. So that means Jack Taylor in the loss gave up 9 hits, 6 runs, 6 were earned. Yes. Walks, 1, 2, 3, 4 team walks. So he walked 1, strikeouts, 1, 2, 3 team strikeouts. He struck out 1. So guys, there we go. Another doubleheader and perhaps one more a little later on this evening. Again, guys, thank you very much for coming and joining me this evening. Al, Jerry, Ken, Larry, all of you guys, ID Jester, D Smith, Doc Cubs, the Bears, Kenny Castro. Guys, thank you very much for coming and sharing this part of your evening with me, and I hope to have another series on a little later this evening so I can get halfway through the Dead Ball League, make some headway with this project. Thanks for hanging in there. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Again, this is Chris, strat-o-matic Delaware. Guys, have a great evening. See you later, probably, and keep on rolling.